So today we will do CSIR NET June 2020 Part A Logical Reasoning Questions and Solutions. In a flight of 600 kilometers, which is distance is 600 kilometers, an aircraft was slowed down due to bad weather. Its average speed for the trip was reduced by 200 kilometers per hour, and the time of flight was increased by 30 minutes, which means then we can write the average velocity. New average velocity is old average velocity minus 200, and the time, new time, is the old time plus 30 minutes. T naught will now so that all the units are same, we'll say we'll convert 30 minutes into hours. We'll convert the time into hours because 200 kilometers per hour, so we'll convert all the time into hours. T naught plus 0.5, same thing, 30 minutes is 0.5 hours. So what was the scheduled duration of the flight, which means we need to find T naught. Now the distance is in both the cases is same, so distance, the previous distance was 600 kilometers, so this is v naught t naught, which is the old velocity multiplied by the old time, and which is also same as t, this t dash and vav dash. So v naught t naught equals to t naught plus 0.5 into v naught minus 200. So v naught t0 equals to v0 t0 minus 200 t0 t or t naught plus v naught by 2, 0.5 multiplied by v naught is v naught by 2 minus 100, and so this will get cancelled, and now we know that v0 t0 is 300 kilometers. So, and we need to find t0, right? So we'll say v naught equals to 600 by t0 and put this one, substitute the value of v naught in this equation. So this equation is 0 equals to minus 200 t naught plus half v naught is 600 by t naught minus 100. So this equation will become 0 equals to minus 200 t naught square plus 6, this will be 300 minus 100 t naught. It's a quadratic equation. We'll solve using the minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac formula by 2a, where b will be minus 100, a will be minus 200, c will be 300. So solving this, we will get 1 hour. We'll get 1, so this answer is 1 hour, and we'll also get minus 3 by 2. So since time cannot be negative, we will ignore this. So answer is 1 hour. Let's start question 2. Distance covered by cars x and y with time is given below. Assuming constant acceleration for each car, which of the following graphs shows x has higher acceleration than y, which means ax should be greater than ay. This is our target. We need to find an option such that ax greater than ay. For this one, these are straight lines, right? For option A and B, these are straight lines, which means Vx, Vy for both of them is constant, which means Ax and Ay both are 0. So this condition is not satisfied. So A and B options are obviously wrong. Let's see option C and option D. Let's see first option C. If we draw the velocity time graph, both has 0 slope initially, which means both start with 0 velocity. But we see that the slope, let's say for particularly this time, for t equals to t naught, let's say t naught, the slope, both start with the same slope, but that by the time t naught, the slope of y is more than the slope of x. So, yes, slope of x. So we can say the if we draw the velocity time graph for x, it will be like this. For y first, the slope is more, which means it will be like this, or maybe a straight line, we don't know. And for this is for y, and for x it will be like this, right? So the velocity of x and velocity of y, uh, velocity of x and is greater than velocity of y is greater than vx, even though vx and vy at t equals to 0 was same at t equals to 0, which means obviously the acceleration of y is greater than a of x, a acceleration of x, which is so option C cannot be the answer also. So option D is obviously the answer. For option D, we can do the same analysis. A velocity and time graph for this one will look like, for let's say this one t0 at t naught, the velocity of x is more, which means it will be like this, and for y it will be like this. So obviously ax will be greater than ay, and so this is the answer. We need to find this. So option D is rice production in 6 states, A, B, C, D, E, and F in 2 consecutive years. Years are shown in the diagram in linear scale. Among these states that saw a fall in production in the drought year, the maximum and minimum relative fall was respectively. Maximum relative fall किसमें हुआ है? Fall, we see a fall in this, and this, not B, right? So the maximum relative fall is obviously this one, and minimum relative fall this one. So maximum, so D and F should be the answer. So option A. Tolerable exposure time for noise is given to be 8 hours at 85 decibels. At 85 decibels, it's 8 hours, and 110 decibels for 90 seconds. Assuming linear noise tolerance response of the ear, an increase of 3 decibel in noise level in the range should be. Now the word linear is very important. Linear means if we draw a graph for noise versus tolerance time, we will get a straight line. So it says at 85 decibels, and at 85 decibels it's about 8 hours. We'll convert it in seconds, which means it's 8 into 60 seconds, and at 110 decibels it's 90 seconds. 90 seconds. Since it's linear, we can draw a straight line connecting the two. Let's say this one is 90 seconds. Okay, it's a straight line. So now this increase in 3 decibels. Increase in 3 decibels can be from 80. Let's say this is 90 and this is 93. This increase in 3 decibels, or 85 to 88, or 93 to 96, this increase in tolerance time in all these cases will be the same, from 85 to 88, 90 to 93, or 93 to 96. At any 3 decibel period, the tolerance level will be the same, since it's a straight line. So we will find from 85 to 88 what's the time difference. So we'll write the equation of the line, which is y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1. M is, we know, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, x minus x1. Let's say this one is this point is 1, this point is 2. Okay, so x the x1 y1, the coordinates will be x1 is 85 and y1 is 8 into 60 to 60. And for this x2 y2, the coordinates will be 110 and 90. So if we put all these values, and we want at what is the time at 88, what is the y coordinate at x equals to 88. Let's say it's y. Okay, just y. Let's say it's y dash at x dash is, and x dash is 88. So we will get a equation. If we put all the values, and at x we put x dash and y equals to y dash, and x dash we know is 88, then we need to find y dash. We'll put y dash, we have all the values, we will get y is 25354.8 seconds. And so del y will be, del y means the difference between these two values, which is 8 into 60 into 60 minus 25354.8, which is 3445.2 in seconds. In minutes it will be 57 minutes, which is approximately 60 minutes, and this is option B. Question 5 says area of trapezium as shown in the figure is, we need to find the area of trapezium. With the formula is half, for let's say for a trapezium like this, if this is A, this is B, and the height is H, these two line segments are obviously parallel in trapezium, so the area will be half A plus B into H. So here also it's A plus B into H. H is what? This one. This one is H, and this is A plus B. Sorry, not A plus B, 2R, because radius is R, so height is 2R, and which is also the diameter. So half A plus B into 2R. So it's R A plus B, which is option D. Starting from the same point, at the same instant of time, cyclists P, Q and R move on a circular path in the same direction with speeds 18, 27 and 36 kilometers per hour. We'll write it down. Vp is 18, Vq is 27 and Vr is 36. The circumference of the circular path is 5.4 kilometers, which means the distance traveled in one round is 5.4 kilometers. After a lapse of how much time would they all meet at the starting point again? They all meet at the starting point again, which means they would have covered an integral multiple of this distance, which means again that they will also cover a time which is an integral multiple of the time it takes to cover one round. With time tp, which is takes to cover one round, is distance by velocity 5.4 by 18. tq will be 5.4 by 27 and tr is 5.4 by 36. If we calculate this, it would be 3 by 10, this would be 1 by 5, and this would be 3 by 20. Now we need to from this we can figure out, we can, from the question we can say that t is some common multiple of tp and some common multiple of, let's say, t l into tq and r into tr, where n, l and m are integers. So we know this is, we can find this by the definition of LCM. We can find the LCM of TP, TQ and TR to find T. This is by definition the definition of LCM. So to find the LCM of 3 by 10, 1 by 10 and 1 by 5 and 3 by 20, what we can do is that the LCM of this will be the LCM of 3, 1 and 3 and the HCF, highest common factor, of 10, 5 and 20. So this will give us the answer, which is 3 by 5 hours, which in minutes is 36 minutes. PQRS is a rectangle inscribed in a quarter circle as shown. The area of the shaded region is 24 centimeters per centimeter square and PQ is 36 centimeter. So PQ, this is 6 centimeter. So area is half into base into height, which is 24 centimeter square given. Half into base is 6 and h is PS for this triangle, it's 24, which means PS will be 8 centimeters, right? PS is 8 centimeters. Now since this is a rectangle, the diagonals will be the same, the length of the diagonals will be the same. So SQ is equals to PR, since PQRS is a rectangle. And what is PR? It's the radius of the quarter circle. Okay, so PQ will be 6 square plus 8 square, which is 10. So the radius is also 10 centimeter. So area of quarter circle is pi r square or pi small r square by 4, which means pi 10 square by 4, which is again pi into 10 by 4. Which is 25 pi, which means the answer is option B. A wire is bent into the shape of a square enclosing an area M. Square area is given M. If the same wire is bent from a circle, bent to form a circle, the area enclosed is. So the length of each side, if we say L, then M is L square, and this total length of the wire is 4L. And here also the length of the wire should be constant. So if we say the radius is R, so 2 pi R, which is the circumference, should be the equal to the length of the wire, and we know it's 4L. So we can say R is 2L by pi, right? So the area of circle is pi R square. So pi 2L by pi square, so 4L square by pi. And now we know for L is what? L square is what? M. So 4M by pi. So option C is the answer. From an initially full bucket, water is dripping continuously from the bottom. The center of mass of the bucket with water will, let's say this is the bucket, the water is dripping out, which means initially the center of mass will be dominated by the weight of the water. So it will be something like here. Now as the water level decreases, the center of mass will get lower and lower and lower, but as it decreases a lot, the mass center of mass will be dominated by the weight of the bucket itself. So as the water level decreases, the center of mass of the bucket will dominate, and the center of mass of the whole system will move up, right? So answer will be moves downward then up, option D. X-Men had 4 successes in 6 attempts. What is the probability that he had 3 consecutive successes? So it's either success or failures, right? So S 4 successes, and it has to be 2 failures. Now what is the probability that 3 consecutive successes, that he had 3 consecutive successes? Let's club together 3 successes and name it PSFF. So number of ways we can arrange this is 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial, which is 12, right? And what is the total number of arrangements we can make with this one? Total, though, without any restriction, it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 factorial divided by 4 factorial into 2 factorial, right? So 6 into 5 divided by 2, it's 15. And but for this one, the problem is it also counts 4 successes together. P is SSS, right? SSS and SFF. So it counts 4 successes together. But we are set to find the probability that he had 3 consecutive successes. We'll assume it says only 3 consecutive successes. So what is the probability that what is the number of ways 4 successes are together? Let's say the 4 successes clubbed together, let's say we GFF. So number of ways this can be arranged is that 3 factorial divided by 2 factorial, which is 3. So only 3 successes together is this 12 minus 3. Okay, so what is 3 now, in which 4 successes are together, and this includes 3 successes together plus 4 successes together. So if we want to get only 3 successes together, we will subtract it from 12, we will subtract minus 3, so it's 9. So number of ways. So what is the probability of only 3 successes? Is it's 9 by total number of ways we can arrange, which is 15. So 9 by 15. What 9 by option A is the answer.